Hello, welcome to the video in which I'm going to be doing a little bit of work on this Islabikes Beinn, I think I'm pronouncing it correctly, B-E-I-N-N 20. It's got a really noisy freewheel hub. It sounds absolutely horrible, so I'm going to try and do something about that today. I'm going to do my best to show you what I mean by noisy, so I'm going to take my microphone off my t-shirt and just hold it close while I crank the wheels over. Let's see how we get on. I don't know how that sounds to you, but it sounds absolutely horrendous to me. Let's see whether we can do anything about it. So I'll start by taking the wheel off, and to take the wheel off, you need to disconnect the rear brakes. You can usually take these off without slackening the cable, but let's see. So I'm pulling the cable, pulling the brakes on with my hand as far as I can, and then there we go. Sliding that off like that. They spring to the side, or at least they should do. They feel good. And it's a case of shifting it onto the smallest cog. This one actually needs its shifter adjusting, so it won't go onto the smallest cog, but it will go close enough to it. Put some gloves on, because as with many of these bikes, this looks like it's been lubricated with, well, any old crap lying around, to be honest, because it's really gloopy, sticky and horrible. So this will be having a good old cleanup as well, but that's not today's job. Today's job is to try and sort out those bearings. So that's pretty loose already. Just slacken that off a little bit more. And there we go. Okay, so now we've got the wheel off, we need to take the cassette off and the skewer and stuff like that. Now the end of the skewer is resonating against the bench. You can probably hear that. That sounds absolutely horrible. So, take the skewer out. Take the cassette off. This is a park tool specially for this cassette locking ring here, and then a chain whip. Got my special vintage Armstrong made in USA 1-inch spanner for the made in USA 1-inch park tool device there. Now this isn't the way I usually do this. I usually do this on the floor, so let's see how we get on. There we go. Still not ready to yield. That's better. Not forgetting the little spacer ring on the back, there it goes. See, there's a bit of play in that there. So the freewheel hub bearings feel quite bad. The wheel bearings don't feel a whole lot better, to be honest. Let's have a crack at doing both, shall we? So for this bit I have a thin set of, well, I call them cone spanners, but anyway, thin spanners. That's a 15, I think it is anyway. Or do you want to be a 14? No, you're a badly machined 15, and then a 17 on the outside here. Not too bad. if there was any chance I was going to be putting this back together quickly without cleaning it, then obviously I would have got rid of all the clag around here, but we already know it's going to need a good clean up, so not really any point in stopping the dirt getting in because we're going to be cleaning it all out anyway. I'll have a close-up look at that in a minute, but that looks like it's got water in it. Ooh, lovely. Let's just give you a close-up of that to enjoy. I'll try not to make too many jokes about balls, but oh, it's always difficult, isn't it? Well, maybe it isn't for you. So, use a magnet to pick them up. Got all of those? Yes, we have. One of them already fell out from the other side. Oh, and another one. Turn it over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So let's expect 9 in this side as well. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. Yes, indeed. We'll have a look at those in a bit, but if you look at what's on my glove, that is a horrible mixture of rust and no longer adequate grease. Right, let's get the freewheel off, see how much of a battle we're going to have with this. It's a 12mm Allen key. A fair old battle, it seems. Okay, move on to slightly more aggressive means. I've got the 12mm Allen key clamped in the vise. Okay, it looks like I need to up my game a little bit here, so don't like to be this aggressive usually, but let's see whether it will yield. All right, well, that escalated quickly, didn't it, as the saying goes. There's absolutely no way that freewheel hub was coming off there. You probably saw all the things I tried. So I tried clamping an Allen key in the vise and using the wheel as a lever to turn it. That didn't work. I tried my impact gun, the big one that I use for undoing wheel nuts on cars. That didn't work. And the reason that didn't work is because it's very hard to hold the rest of the wheel solid. If an impact gun hasn't got a solid sort of resistance to hit against, then it doesn't really work. The spokes can absorb a lot of the sort of shock force that the impact gun is trying to use. So that didn't work. I used my huge breaker bar with the wheel wedged against the door frame down there. That didn't work either. I could have pushed harder with that, but I could actually hear the spokes pinging as I was doing it. So I decided to stop at that point because I thought if I carried on, I was either going to snap a spoke or rip a spoke out of the rim or out of the hub. I also tried holding the hub on the basis that it's knackered anyway. I thought, well, some sort of marring marks from plumber's grips or sliding pliers, channel lock pliers, there's another term for them, wouldn't make any difference because it was kind of damaged already. Tried that to see if that could give any more solid resistance against which the impact gun could hit. That didn't work. And then I thought, what the heck are you doing, Andrew? Why can't you undo this? I did a bit more searching on the internet, and lo and behold, I found someone else who had the same problem, that being that this was stuck onto the hub so hard, presumably with thread lock, I don't know, that they couldn't take it off. So we go into building a new wheel. So this is the wheel that I have just built with a brand new hub. I tried to buy complete wheels, but that was proving quite difficult. A combination of that boat getting stuck in the Suez Canal and Brexit has meant that buying bike parts is quite difficult. The old hub was a 20 hole or a 20 spoke hub. So finding a new 20 spoke hub and rim in the right colour combination, because I wanted it to look as similar as possible. So we have a silver hub, black spokes, silver nipples, black rim. It was proving very tricky to find a set of parts to build a rim exactly like the one that was on there before. It was also very tricky to buy a complete wheel. I could have contacted Islabikes and bought a complete wheel off them, but I'm a bit tight for that. And I quite enjoy wheel building, so I decided to build my own wheel. So here we have a ridiculously over-engineered but super tough 36 spoke wheel with a new hub. Right colour. I've transferred the sticker in the middle of the hub, so it looks a bit authentic as well. The old rim has a colour sticker on it as well, but of course this is a 20 hole rim, this is a 36, so there's no point in swapping that over because the holes in the sticker won't be in the right place. So I ummed and ahed over whether to carry on publishing this video. Obviously it started out as a how to change the free hub on your Islabike, and it's well, it hasn't escalated into a wheel building video because I thought that would be a completely separate thing. But I decided to carry on, obviously you know because you're watching it, I decided to publish the video anyway, in the hope that maybe it helps someone else who's feeling inadequate about their bike maintenance skills, that they can't remove the freewheel hub from their Islabike. If you want a complete wheel building video, let me know in the comments. I'm sure another opportunity to build a wheel will come along soon enough, because I get bored of bikes very quickly and chop and change. So yeah, let me know in the comments. So I'm going to put this back together now, and I am going to proudly demonstrate to you the lovely silence of the new bearings in the new hub. At least I hope I am. Okay, finally it's all done. The wheel's back on, the brakes are adjusted, the gears are adjusted, and we have a lovely, quiet freewheel hub. So I hope there was something useful in here for you. It didn't quite turn out as I expected it to, but that is so often the way with stuff like this. If you're planning on trying to change the free hub on your Islabike, then be prepared for a bit of a fight, and you might be better off just getting a whole new wheel. Or if you really fancy making things difficult for yourself, or if you enjoy wheel building like me, then build yourself a different wheel. Thanks very much for watching, and I will look forward to seeing you again next time. Bye for now.